Hello guys and welcome to my tutorial for the game American Dad Apocalypse Soon. So this game is an app which you can download for free on Google Play, and I've been having a ton of fun with this game, I'll be honest. It officially came out this morning, but it's been out for a while on early access. Now, the idea of this game is you build your base, as you can see, and your characters or your army relies on copies of Roger being the alien character from American Dad. Now, I wanted to take you through the basics of how this works and how you can maximize your output. So, the first things first to note is you see here, you have your happiness bonus. So you can see right now it's halfway through 5%. Now, the way you can improve it is whenever there's these speech bubbles, make sure that you click them all, because if they have any doubts, any concerns, any problems, then it will only get worse and worse and morale will go down. So you can see me clicking a few of them, it's already gone up. So you want to make sure you keep that at the maximum. You can only get it up to 20% if you have a premium account, if you pay for it. Now, what you need to know at the top, you have wood, energy levels, food, and money. At the beginning, all you really will have is the food and the money. Money is used to upgrade the house. So the more you upgrade the house, the more you can do. Food is used to go out on missions. So if you click on here on the map, you have a scripted scenario that you're going through. So if we click on the first one, each one of these is highlighted as a level. So in fact, let's go to the latest one that I've been working on, because like I said, I've been playing this. If I click on this is the latest level I'm at. Now, before we go in, we can see how much power I have, how much power the enemy has. Though I'm not actually able to defeat this enemy just yet. And what you also have on these maps, you see these symbols here and here and here. These are PvP opportunities. So you are matched up against equivalent players to battle. So now, before we get into that side of things, I wanted to talk about the Rogers I have in my team. So whichever Rogers are in your Rogers place make up your battle team. And to upgrade how many of them are on your team, you have to upgrade Rogers place. So if you click on the room, click on upgrade, you can see what is required to upgrade it. So I would need 1.5 million money, 650,000 wood if I wanted to upgrade it again to get a 5th party member. I've taken it so far to update it to have 4, because initially you have 3 party members. Each party member, if you click on him, you can see the level they have. So they have different levels for the different parts of the house. So this is a combat level. This is how much level they would make to generate power. This is how much wood they would be able to do if they worked in the sawmill. This is how much food they can make. This is how much money they can make if they were assigned in the mint. So obviously I've set these, my main team, to be working as my battle team. Now what you also have as well is gear. So throughout the game, whenever you're doing anything, you're winning battles, you're finishing achievements, you're finishing objectives, whatever, you might get loot drops or chests, and you need to equip them. So that what I would recommend is select each slot. So I want to see if I've got a better weapon. Now, these are automatically ordered from most powerful to weakest for you, so you don't have to like sort through them or anything. And also as well, you have different type of classes in the game. So you have the gunslinger, you have the warrior, and you have the engineer. The warrior is your melee combat. The gunslinger, as self-descriptive, you just use guns. And engineer is equivalent of basically to your mage, so of these sort of games. Now, as you can see, this is one of my gunslingers. You can assign them any class you like. You don't have to change class. What actually matters more is the weapon itself and what level is required. So we can see that this one requires level 30 for me to equip. Now, initially, your Rogers will not be anywhere near that high. So if we click here, you can see that, for example, this one is only level 8 in combat. The way you level up is by assigning the Rogers to training rooms. So this is what the training room looks like for the melee. So you can see right now I've upgraded it to level 4, and the maximum level I can train my Rogers is to level 30 in combat. It takes time, so I've only upgraded these 2 to 30. I still need to upgrade the other 2 in my team to 30 as well. And at some point I will go about upgrading the Rogers place so that I can get more party members, upgrading the training room so I can increase their level even further. But it's limited as well by the situation room. Now, the situation room is this one here. Now, this will unlock for you more things that you can build. You can see here, by upgrading this to level 7, I will get access to all of these extra rooms. But to do that, I need 900,000 money, 225,000 wood, which will take me time to generate. Now, what you need to do as well, you need to actually build the rooms. So you can see here, I've got a kitchen, so I can generate food. I've got this room, so he can generate power. I still need to build a sawmill, so I can start generating wood. And then I've got the mint, this one, which is generating money. At the moment, my workers, who I would usually assign into the mint to increase the amount of money being generated, are leveling up, because I built a mint training room, and they are training to the max level which is available right now, which is level 8. So you can see that they will be done to level 8 in the next 3 hours. Now, you can speed up everything by using golden turds. So golden turds are the currency in the game, which kind of like, they're the bonus for everything, that you see them in many apps. So you can use golden turds to increase how quickly rooms are graded or built. You can use them to speed up leveling up the characters and so on. But you only earn a small amount in-game. But at any time, you could just go into the cash shop and buy more if you wish. Generally, I avoid cash shops, but they are there if you want them. But that's the sort of pay-to-win element. Now, what you also have as well is you have the capacity of each of these resources, and it needs to be increased. So, for example, this food storage controls how much food I can have. This safe, or the Smith Bank, controls how much money I can hold at any one time. So you can see I'm full on food. So if I wanted to upgrade the food, I would have to upgrade the food storage, which I could do in theory. So I might as well. So let's. It will cost me 60,000 to upgrade, and it would increase my capacity by 65,000. Now, with this game, as like I've showed you with the PvP battles, you can be invaded as well. So other players will see you listed on the map and randomly attack you. What you can do to help defend yourself is upgrade this, which is your garage, which is also called your arsenal. So if you look at your arsenal, when you first unlock it, all you have is this drone, and you can select what type of drone this is dropping on the enemy if they invade. But what you can also then do is keep upgrading it. So I'm actually going to upgrade it, and then I'll unlock landmines to my defense type. So let's upgrade. Now, this will take time. It will take an hour and a half to do this upgrade. Now, what you also have, you can see what eventually can be unlocked. So you can select different types of mine when you get to level 2. You can unlock a sniper's outpost at level 3. You can do you can lock a structure. Well, sorry, my bad. I said that wrong. You can get a road trap, which is locked because I'm not anywhere near that level yet. You can get a killer whale, and you can get barrel waste as well. So the more you defend yourself, the harder it would be for people to invade you. Because if they invade you, they actually take resources from you. So it's fun. It keeps you on your toes and so on. Now, the more of the story missions you do, the more you restore your own party. There is eventual plans for the app to actually have them be their own team, essentially. But it's not available just yet, I don't believe. Now, what you also have as well in the roof is trophies that you earn by doing missions, and you can display the trophies as you get them. So the more missions you do, the more trophies you can display. So yeah, so you can see I've defeated this boss in this place on this day, so I got this trophy, so I'm displaying it. So it's nice to have like a little trophy room in the house. So generally what I do each day is I log in, I check out my resources, I look how much food I have, and I see if I can do any upgrades. So I'm upgrading this at the moment to better defend myself. Now, you see that some of my rooms are double, triple wide. When you're building a room, if you go to the market, let's say, for example, I want to build another mint, okay? But I already have one. What you can do is you can actually place them side by side, and they will merge together. So, but one note of that, one thing to note is that, for example, this mint is level 4. If I place another mint here, then it will still be 2 separate rooms, and you might wonder why. Like, why did they not merge? It's because the levels are different. So exactly that situation happened here when I built this kitchen, the second kitchen. My main kitchen is level 4, but the new kitchen is level 1. So until I upgrade this to level 4, I won't be able to merge them together. Now, at any time, you don't need to worry about the way you've laid out the room. It's not permanent. Anytime, let's say, for example, I want to move this room to here, for example. It's not in a good place. I want to expand freeway or whatever. You can click on the situation room. You can click on house editor. I click on the room. I click remove. Okay, and then it's available here. And then you can just replace it. Simple as that. Then you click save. Done. So do not worry about how you position rooms. It can be changed later anytime you like as long as the room is not currently occupied by Rogers. And the last thing I'll mention before I get into the combat is the cloning room. Now, each of your characters has got a star rating, and that is based on when they are actually cloned. So you can see this one has got 4 star, but pretty much all the rest I have by default have 3 star. The classes, the star level is a limit or an indication of their potential. So it says the higher the potential, the higher the Roger's training limit. Send Roger to the cloning room. The higher the DNA potential of the parents, the greater the chance of having a high potential baby. So what you can do essentially is you can breed them together. So my plan, for example, is that when these two are both level 8, in terms of the money, then I'm going to send them to the clone room, and I'm going to see if I can get a 4 star to help, again, generate as much money as possible. Now, what I would recommend as well is you have the option to dismantle gear. You can break them apart at a certain point in the game, but for now I'm hanging on to all my gear because you have different gear for the different classes, and I have no idea how many Rogers I'm going to end up having. And you have gear which is specifically designed for the other classes. So for the bankers are the ones who generate money. For the chefs, for the people who are generating electricity, the chargers. So I would say hang on to it initially, but later on maybe I'll see about actually breaking them apart if it's useful. Now, as you progress through the game, you have other things which are unlocked. So for example, at some point you unlock this UFO lab where you can craft extra things to use in combat. So I can craft this. You can queue it up as well. So you can do that. You can do that. So I think heals would be a good one. Let's do that. Let's do that. So you can queue them in advance. Now you can use these in combat. And you just leave it to its devices and it will craft them. Now, this app is not supposed to be played constantly. You can see that you would just do as much as you can. At the beginning, you'll probably be able to play this for 2-3 hours, but later on, you'll be able to. I would say on average, probably 20 to 30 minutes a day, assuming you don't use a cash shop before you really run out of resources. Yeah, and you have these random things that happen as well. Like you have the random fire monster or ghost that pop up. As long as there's a Roger in the room and you click on it, then you can deal with it. Now, the other things you have in the game, you have achievements. So you can see you're always working towards achievements. I'm 4 PvP battles away from finishing this one. And the achievements have got different levels. So even if you do the achievement one time, it will just increase it. So you can see here, I've done this achievement twice and it's making me do it a 3rd time. So I think eventually, looking at it, you probably do it 5 times each in total. But you can see the reward for each achievement is golden turds, which is used to help speed things up. What you also have here is missions. You have daily quests and campaigns and missions, which you see in a lot of apps. So you can see I upgraded my UFO lab, for example, to level 2. I can claim the reward. And I got some money and I got some charge out of it. And let's see. Have 4 Rogers increase their fighting class to 24. Well, I'm actually very close to that. So that's good. And this effectively is helping you to make sure that you stay on top of things. So do pay attention to your campaign missions and do them, essentially. So yeah, so that's basically it. So if you want, like I said, you want more team members, you upgrade Roger's place, you can use the situation room to unlock more upgrades and also rearrange the house. You can upgrade the arsenal to better defend yourself. And then the core of the game essentially is just going around and completing the campaign as much as you humanly can. So I can see here, for example, I can't defeat this one. He's more powerful than me. So if I go against him, he will probably win. So instead, I will try and just fight people who are weaker than me, just so I can collect the money. So you can see what I will get: 5,000 wood, 7,000 money, 5,000 charge. So scout. At this point, I will have the option to add those perks that I have from the UFO, but I don't need them for this fight because I will win easily. So, as I said, in order to do the fight, you need food. So I've got 60,000. I need 10,000 just for this one battle. So now you can't control this element. You can't control the fight. You literally just have your team put against their team, and they just race to win. The only thing you can control is if you had the drops from the UFO to be able to do extra buffs. Like you saw, I had damage increase, or I could drop damage or reduce damage I take, and so on. And I would get more rewards if I had a premium account, and so on. So that's the PvP battles. So yeah, so I will do PvP battles. I would wait for the health to recover. Any bubbles that pop up, I will just click them as I get them. As you can see, I'm getting more food and stuff. If your food and everything fills up to the max, then by clicking the bubble, you're not going to waste what is available. So let's say, you can see here, I've only got maximum capacity left of 1,000 and something. If I had 10,000 food in the kitchen, it will only loot 1,000. It will keep the other 9,000. So don't worry about that side of things. Now, I was working through this at the moment. I'm stuck on this battle. I'm just not powerful enough. So look, even though I am more powerful stats-wise, this guy is formidable. So in this case, I would add buffs to me, but I don't think even this, I don't think will help until I really upgrade my team. So let me show you. So I'm going to attack. I'm trying my best. Now, the irony is he attacks the ranged first, and my ranged happen to be my biggest damage dealers. So, which is kind of annoying. And he's got some shield, which I'm finding very hard to deal with. And he whooped my ass. So, rip. So if you get defeated, so be it. I need to just keep working to upgrade my team and so on. So, and I will do that. So I'll keep building as I go. I can only the problem is on these, you can only build one structure at a time. So eventually I will build a sawmill. I'll build more electricity generator. I'll build another mint so I can generate even more money. And then eventually I'll get wood storage. And then you can see that some of these structures are limited by the level of your situation room. Then you have the training rooms. So to train the chargers, I've got one for cooks. I've got one for the mint. So you can see here, banker training room. And that's what's leveling them up. So that's essentially it. So make sure you maximize your Rogers, you maximize their levels to generate as much money as possible, as food as possible, wood and electricity as possible. Make sure that your main team is always geared up as well as possible. You will be given opportunities to watch ads in order to increase the time things are done. So for example, let's say I want to level up this guy. He's too weak, or these two are too weak. Then you have this button up here which will allow you to watch ads to speed up how quickly they level up. But I've already clicked it too much, so I need to wait. Usually it lets you watch like, I don't know, 4 or 5 ads a day. So yeah. But anyway guys, I've been able to play this game now for a good solid I don't know, like 20 hours, I've not had to use the cash shop. It's simply a case of I log in each day, I do what I can until I feel I've run out of resources, and then simply I log out and I come back the next day because I have other apps that I play. So yeah, and that's basically it. So I think a good idea for me at this point would be to just keep doing, either level up my team or just keep doing PvP missions in order to get more and more resources until I feel my team is ready in order to take down that guy. Because you will find that you will reach certain dead ends in the campaign where you need to level up a lot more in order to proceed through them. But as I say, I'm having a lot of fun with this app. It's very well designed, very well made. You can see the dialogue, you can see everything really about the team. We will see as well what they have planned for the future. Every now and then you also have these like tournaments and campaigns that pop up, and these two over here. So here, if you get a random tournament ticket dropped in a chest, you go here to take part in the tournament in the morning mimosa. And then this one is a limited event. So, and you see, I can't even take part in it because it was done that many. Or I can watch ads to get more footballs. But with each event, basically, make sure you read about what is required. So yeah, like I said, guys, very well made app. I'm having a lot of fun with this. As you expand the house, you can see how much space you have to expand the house. You see these things are in the way. You can literally just click on each one and click delete. But whenever you're doing any upgrade or any change to the house, as long as there's a timer, you can only do one at a time. So for example, my arsenal currently is being upgraded, but I can't remove this pipe because it will say all your builders are busy, do you want to speed it up? And you would have to use golden turds, but obviously I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spend money on golden turds. So yeah, so guys, let me know in the comments down below, have you been playing this game? Do you like it? Is it fun for you? I think they did a good job. It's very, very fun. I like as well that, fine, like with most apps there is pay to win, but like, so be it. I think every app has got it, but you can avoid doing it. I am personally avoiding pay to win in all the apps I play. So yeah, so anyway guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there, you can watch the latest upload down there, or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you guys, bye bye.